Timeless 106.1 FM, KFFB. We continue on with our open mic program. Thanks so much for joining us. This coronavirus is taking the nation by storm, really, and also in Arkansas. But really, we're taking such precautionary measures, and that's why a good friend of mine is on with us, the White River Erie Agency on Aging Director, and that is Ted Haw. And Ted, thanks for taking time and talking with us.
Sure.
Well, Ted,
you bet.
One thing we got to look at is all the press conferences we've heard with the president. He has talked about the seniors. They're at the most risk. Tell us what you know and what you've been updated on.
Well, the president has been talking this. Our Governor Hudson, has been saying the same thing. So really you have the confidence that what they're saying from the national level down to the state level, and certainly down to the level where we are, is that we've got a situation that it's a virus, and it's very much like the flu virus, but yet it's a very serious matter, and that it spreads evidently pretty frequently if it's picked up by a person. And so we're just making sure that everyone knows who is the most vulnerable to this, and that would be our seniors. And that's the reason why we're taking an active role in that. But this is the thing, Bob. All of our hospitals in the areas are very alert to this. They've had meetings, and they know that they're ready in case that we do have an outbreak of this virus. The big thing is that people stay in, and that and I'm talking about seniors now, Bob, that they stay in a kind of a control environment where they kind of know where they are, and they make sure that they're eating correctly, and that they're drinking lots of water, that they're exercising, that they're doing the things that they normally do. And the main thing is that we don't get in a panic. We just try to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, and that's what they should do by getting more information about how we take care of ourselves, and make sure that people like us, the White River Area Agency on Aging, our clients are being taken care of. We have a method in which before we go see them, we call and we talk to them, see how they're feeling. We make sure that our age, before they go there, they don't have the temperature, they feel good. They do things, make sure their hands are clean when they go into our client's home, and also through the process of doing things in the house, they keep their hands clean, and once they leave. So we have a protocol on how we do those kind of things, but whether you're a client of ours or not, those are the kind of things that they need to be thinking about, is keeping their hands clean, keep their hands away from their mouth and face, and just kind of...
Now, senior centers are closed, correct?
Bob, I'm glad you mentioned that, because as of today, we have closed our senior centers as far as the activity that goes on there in the senior centers. But people can come by and pick up food there, and there's a system which we've worked out, which means that they can come to the senior center and they can pick up their food, and they can be on their way. But that's being recommended. Actually, the president has come out and said no more than 10 people gathering. So it was 200, and it was 50, and now it's down to 10.
All right, that's true. In the many restaurants, you can call the restaurant of your choice and do curbside service, which sometimes it's better to go home, and a lot of family time. That's one thing. You know, it's really something, Ted. Looking at your background as a superintendent, I mean, this is really an extended break for the schools, which is mandatory closed today, and they're going to be all the way until the end of the month, basically. But what's great about that, we had no snow days, so they've got some days accumulated to get an extra part of the spring.
Well, yes, and they call what they have these days what they call the AMI days, where they are given work, and that's what they're going to be doing now. And again, Bob, a lot of the reasons that the schools are doing this is simply to try to give them a chance to make sure that they clean their facilities, that they're germ free, and that they have a safe environment for the adults as much as the kids when they come back. And so it takes everybody for this to work. And Bob, if you can imagine that they would cancel all the sporting events and all the things that's going on, somebody has a real concern of what could happen here, which we know could be. So that's why it's good that we got everybody working together so we can have the safety not only of our county, but also our state and also the nation.
I appreciate you taking time and talking with us, and we'll just recap once again. All the senior centers are closed, but they do have curbside pickup, so that will be awesome for all those that need to get that meal for today.
Absolutely.